Hey guys, for today's video I'm going to do a what's on my iPad Air 2. I just did a what's on my iPhone video about a month ago and you guys seem to really love it, so we're going to do this one. And sorry my voice is a little crackly because I lost my voice. So my background on my iPad, it says, "Great love will never ask for perfection from you. It only asks that you show up as you are and allow yourself to be seen." So I will try and post that in on my Twitter, which I'll link below. That way you guys can use that if you want to. Again, with the same thing as my iPhone, I have all of my apps in color order, and I have a white background. It's not a bookshelf background, but it is just a plain white background. So we're going to go through everything one by one. So I'm hoping that the lighting is good on this. But up here I just have my calendar, then I have reminders, then notes, and Netflix. For my calendar, I sometimes use it for like my YouTube scheduling or like my planning and stuff like that, but that's basically about it. Reminders is just like all of my to-do stuff. I write everything in reminders and I do like a bunch of different lists. And then for notes, I have a bunch of different like notebooks. This is actually a book that I'm in the middle of writing, which is, I know, kind of like weird, like that I'm writing a book, but it's more for my own personal reasons. And then I have like a bunch of other stuff like for my pageants, my cheerleading team that I coach. I like keep all of my stuff organized in that. Netflix is obvious. I pretty much only watch The Office on there, and sometimes things that are on the Travel Channel and HGTV. Then I have my TED Talks app, which I love, YouTube, which I love, Food Network, in the kitchen app, which has a bunch of different recipes, which I love to use. I don't know, it just makes me excited. I love looking at this stuff. I don't know why I opened it up to margaritas, but yeah, I don't know. If you guys don't have this app is really good. There's like a whole bunch of different recipes, and things are really simple. So if you're not the best cook, this will actually really help you get adjusted to cooking. Then I have my photo booth app, which I never really use. I also have the Miss World app. For those of you who don't know, I was a part of the Miss World organization for like a little over a year now, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this has like a bunch of information about the competition, the contestants. They have something called Miss World TV, and like photos and voting and all that kind of stuff on the app. So that's what I use for that. Then I have the Quiz Up app. If you guys don't know what Quiz Up is, it's like a gaming app. It's like a trivia kind of thing. I play a lot of if you look right here, it says, I don't know if you can see that, probably not. It says Dunder Mifflin Paper Salesman, because that's like the level that I'm at, because I'm constantly playing The Office quiz up games on here. And then I play a bunch of like Spanish games or whatever, because I like to play quizzes in Spanish. If I know it's kind of weird, but that's what I like to do. But they have like every different topic that you can possibly think of. If you guys liked that game Trivia Crack, which I know everybody liked that for like the longest time, then you should really like this, because this has a lot more different topics, and you're able to just choose your topic, and it's like that one thing. So I don't know, I think Quiz Up is really cool. Then I have the news app, which I really don't use all that often. I try to avoid watching news, even though I need to. It's so miserable all the time. Then I have the paper app. This app is so cool. For those of you who don't know, if you have a stylus pen, it makes it cool. If not, it's not as cool. But basically, like, you can like draw a bunch of different things. I use this pretty much just to like draw things, I guess. But I just like really like this app. It's like you could just draw anything, and everything that you draw, they make it kind of look cooler than what you're actually doing. So I think it's a lot of fun if you're like kind of somebody who likes to sketch things throughout the day or whatever. That way you're not really wasting actual paper, and you're just kind of drawing a bunch of things on here. So that's always fun. Then I have the regular Etsy app. This is not the Sell on Etsy app. I have the Sell on Etsy app on my phone. But I have the Etsy shopping app on here, because a lot of the times I'm on my iPad at night when I'm in bed. And so I like to like scroll through Etsy. These are my picks. Clearly you guys can tell I don't wear a lot of color. But yeah, I just really like this app. I love shopping on here. Etsy's like the coolest thing. I have my own shop on Etsy if you guys want to check the link for it down below. I don't know, I love Etsy, and I feel like everybody kind of loves Etsy, so that's what I've got on there. Then I have iTunes University. I feel like this app is so underrated. The courses that I have on here right now are critical reasoning, unconscious memory, and basics of culinary. I don't know, that's just like kind of what I'm interested in. Sometimes I'll just like browse through the library or whatever, and if I see something interesting, then I'll just download it. You can literally learn absolutely anything from most universities across the country, and especially like a lot of the Ivy League universities have courses and stuff on here, which is pretty cool. So I think you guys should take a look at it if you're really interested in learning. Then I have my iBooks app. I really don't use iBooks all that often because I also have my Nook app, which I'll get to in a second. Game Center, I never use that ever. I have my photos, which basically all of my pictures are like screenshotted like quotes or pretty dresses or something that I found. I don't know, it's just pretty much what my pictures are. I have the Monopoly app. If you guys want to play me, you guys can add me. You will get your butt kicked in Monopoly. I'm really good at Monopoly. Messages, FaceTime. Then these four across the bottom is Pinterest, the Nook app, Safari, and Mail. I have these across the bottom because these are my most used apps on here. So Pinterest, if you guys have me on Pinterest, which you might, I am a Pinterest like freak. I'm on Pinterest every 5 seconds. It's actually kind of unhealthy, but I love using Pinterest, especially on my iPad, because it just has a better display than an iPhone, of course, because it's just bigger. This dress is actually really nice. I'm actually going to send this to my sister. And then I have my Nook app. So my Nook app I use every single night. So you'll actually see my background for the books that I'm in the middle of. They're black. I keep them on like a nighttime setting just because that's when I read it. So I don't really like to keep it on too bright when it's during the daytime. So I'm in the middle right now of reading The Alchemist. I started it I think like 2 days ago. I'm on page 62. There's only 106 pages in this book, so it's okay so far. I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. If you guys want me to do a blog, like a written blog or a video, whatever you guys think on this book to give a review on it, then let me know and I will definitely do that for you. Also, I am in the middle of the Dream Home book with the Property Brothers. It's a really, really awesome guide to finding and fixing your house. If you guys do not watch Property Brothers on HGTV, you have to watch it. It's amazing. So they have like a whole guidebook about it and it's amazing. I'm almost done with it. So that's that. Safari, basic, Mail, basic. I have Duolingo, which is where I study like a lot of like my Spanish stuff. I don't know why I do this, but I do. I don't know, it's entertaining and so many people by me speak Spanish. I have Spanish family and I don't speak Spanish, so I want to. Then I have Bamboo Paper, which is quite similar to the regular 53 paper app that I have, but the difference with that is that this has like lined paper. So if you have a stylus pen, you can actually like write on the lines and take notes like that. I know a lot of people like typing directly into their notes app, but if you're somebody who likes to actually write by hand, then you can do that on this as well. So I kind of like this app too. I just think it gives a different feel to an iPad. Then I have my Facebook Messenger app. I keep my notifications off for pretty much everything except for my mail and my messages, like my text messages. I have text message forwarding and call forwarding on here, as well as on my MacBook. And if you guys want me to do a what's on my MacBook video, that might be interesting as well, then let me know. But I do like all my message forwarding on here, but I keep everything else off because otherwise I get way too like sucked into the social media vortex and then I waste a ton of time. So yeah, then I have my Pandora app. Pretty much the only music that I'll play on Pandora is like my Steely Dan radio, and that's only when I'm like scrolling through something or like, you know, on Pinterest or looking at recipes or something, just to have like some soft music in the background. Then I have the Optimum app, which, you know, you guys, if you guys don't have Optimum, you can actually watch TV straight from your iPad, which is nice because I don't have a TV in my room. I choose not to, only because I think that it can be a little bit of a distraction for me, and on top of that, I'm never really home, so I'd rather watch what I want to watch on like Netflix, and then occasionally if I want like some background noise, whatever, I'll flip on HGTV on here, and then like Fixer Upper's on right now. It's a little blurry, but it takes a minute for it to like clear up. But yeah, that's basically it. And then I have Twitter, which, you know, normal Twitter. I have 8-Ball Pool. I love that. Also, I have the new Kingdom Hearts game, which they just came out with like fairly recently for the iPad. It's not nearly as good as the Kingdom Hearts game was for like the PlayStation, if you guys used to play that. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like a Disney storyline game, but it is just so fun, and once I saw that they had it for the iPad, I had to get it. I was like, this is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited about it. So I play that sometimes. And then I have my PBA bowling game. I have the Sims free play game. My goodness, I'm obsessed with it. It's like so unhealthy. I've probably like worked harder at that game than I have in my own personal life. It's terrible. Then I have the Blogo app, which this is good for if you have a blog that you write. Like mine's linked to Blogger, so basically I can write my content right on here. That's if I'm on the go. I prefer obviously to write it on my laptop, but a lot of the times if I'm out or if I'm just at like a friend's house or something like that and staying out for the night and I want to write something, then I'll write on here and I'll just publish it straight from here. So that's nice because Blogger actually doesn't have its own app. And this is linked with Blogger, WordPress, and I can't remember what else. And then I have Instagram, which is whatever. I don't really check Instagram on my iPad, but I still have it just in case. I have the Bible, my camera app, the calculator, House. If you guys don't have this app, you need to get it. Like, even if you are a child and you don't have your own house or you don't have the ability to, decorate your own stuff, it's just great for like ideas. You can have your own idea books. You can shop things in the pictures that you like. Like, this is so beautiful. I want to save this. Yeah, it's just like the best. You can save it to all different books, like different like kitchen books or closet books. That's pretty much what I'm always doing on here. I just love it. It gives me great ideas and it's nice inspiration. So I love this app. And then I have the clock app, which I don't really use on here either. Bloglovin' I use on here every single morning. I actually didn't put this down below where I keep my most used apps just because the black didn't like look right with these other colors. It just looked kind of like out of place, so I just kept it on here anyway. I know it's kind of weird, but like this one here, let's see. This is the new blog that I haven't read yet. It's the Her Royal Highness Duchess Kate blog. And if you guys don't know, Kate Middleton is on the English Vogue cover for the month of June, so that's what they're talking about in this blog. So I'll have to read that in a little bit, but I'm very excited about that. I want to get it. And then in these two things, I have a cosmetology folder. This is for my stuff for school. So in here, I have the cutting system app, which is really fun. It teaches you, they have like a bunch of videos, you have your cutting book if you're trying to do cutting honors, and you have a bunch of diagrams. So the videos are really nice and very helpful, especially if you're doing something at home and you needed help with something, like if you're wanting to do a certain kind of haircut or whatever. It teaches you exactly how to do everything right here and teaches you how to section and all that stuff, which is really, really awesome. And the same thing goes for the color system. So they have a color system app. And I use this a lot of the times when I'm on the floor in the salon. And they have like an interactive color map where you can talk about what you can pick over here, like what is their natural color, where you're trying to get to, and the dominant pigment, and tells you exactly like what you would need to mix and stuff. It's very, very helpful. And then we have a Dollar Camp app, which just helps you like budget your finances and stuff like that. So I use that, and then their Mind app, which is basically like where you get in touch with your teachers and stuff. So I have all of my cosmetology school stuff I have in one folder, just so that way it's not like scattered in with everything else. And then for extras, I just have my tips, podcasts, music, iTunes Store, videos, contacts, maps, App Store, settings, Find Friends, and Find iPhone. Pretty much the only thing I use on here, besides the obvious App Store app, is I will occasionally check out some podcasts. But that's kind of rare because, for the most part, I like my TED Talk app. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys want to see a What's on My MacBook video, I've never done one of those, so I'd be curious to see if you want to see that. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!